Hi, this is Debbie, Dealer4519 on YouTube. I'm sitting at the Freedom headquarters with Mike. Mike is very important because he oversees several people, a lot of people who do the job of answering your emails and your support questions when they're something that the Freedom community team cannot handle. Mike, tell us for all exactly what goes on behind the scenes here at Freedom.
Well, first off, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Introduce myself. My name is Michael Pyke. I'm the head of client services, and as Dealer4519, also known as Deb, explained to you, I'm in charge of a lot of different departments. We're still growing. Specifically right now, I am in charge of support, partner quality control, and soon to be, we're looking to develop an account management team, and various different reach out teams to support a new initiative that's going to be coming to Freedom, so that's something to look forward to. So support consists of globally 8 people, as well as partner quality control. Here in Manila consists of 9 people, however, we had 1 person resign recently, so now we're down to 8. And I'm sure you will have seen pictures and stuff on Debbie's page. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. We're currently in the process of recruiting a lot of positions here in Manila. We're looking to, like I said, recruit the account management team, invitation teams. Oh, that's the other team that I'm in charge of, is the invitation team. Lots of exciting things to come. Lots of growth here at Freedom, headquarters in Manila. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long is the turnaround time on a basic question? For instance, the ones we hear the most are, when will I get paid? How long does it take an agent to read that email and look it up and then respond?
So we have, in office right now, we have 5 agents on support. So you're looking at a turnaround time probably from 0 to 12 hours, ideally. You're probably listening to this going, well, recently it was a little bit longer, but just to give you guys some insight, recently we've switched over support systems. We did a complete changeover from one to another, so we did get a little bit behind there. However, we have caught back up. We've had some people away due to personal issues, so we're still catching up right now. I think we have approximately 100 tickets need to be answered, and we're getting to you guys as fast as we can. So we appreciate your patience, and my goal is to get us down to real time. We're moving into a 24/7 model, wherein we'll have support agents available all times. We're looking at implementing some support chat, as well as invitation chats, as you guys have seen. So, a lot of exciting things coming in the near future here.
Now, I can see a big difference from, even just last summer to now. But the main reason I'm asking that's because I don't want anyone to think that they still wait 5 days, 7 days, 8 days to get a response. And I can tell you now that all the people that I've talked to, they always say things like, everybody's so friendly and so helpful, but that's what we don't see. You don't see those comments. So to let you know, we get some good comments about, how quickly you answered the questions, and we appreciate that, because what you guys do here helps the community team be able to breathe. We're all over the world too.
Absolutely.
But, and I would say we cover 24/7 emergencies. So if somebody, hurries up and puts something down like for instance, the Facebook group or the Facebook page, if you guys can't get to it right then, well, hopefully we can.
Absolutely.
But even still, I think that your turnaround time is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And if I ever have a problem, I'll just call you directly.
Done.
Okay, so onboarding. Do you have a lot of people that onboard people? Because I know we're behind right now. So can you just give me a brief idea what happens?
Okay, so up until December 14th, onboarding was done by the invitation team. So the process, as probably everyone's aware, you submit your application, we do approve it, and it is reviewed by a human being again. There was a bit of an auto approval process, but we don't have to get into that. But we're back to human approvals.
Okay.
So your channel does get reviewed by one of the 9, or now 8, QC staff, and they determine whether or not it's got copyright, spam, it's in breach of terms of service, etc. Once it's approved, you then get a notice on your dashboard saying, please click this button to request a live chat to request your invitation. We do have an invitation team headed by a wonderful woman named Naz, a young leader in the Freedom family that I brought on a few months back. Fantastic. So there was about 6 people doing that invitations at its peak. And as you're probably aware right now, the invitations have slowed down. There is a bit of an issue that we're dealing with right now. And as you've probably heard, that we are unable to invite for a bit of time, but we'll keep you guys posted on that. So the invitation team right now has been redirected into to a lot of YouTube training. We're kind of using this time right now because it's indeterminate to refocus how Freedom approaches onboarding, partnerships, support to a much more high-touch, personal reach-out model, which I'm personally undertaking myself. So all of the staff that were in that area now are completely going through retraining. I won't say retraining, but further training.
Further training,
yeah.
Right.
As well as we're undergoing a project internally to review every channel in our network. We have approximately 180,000 channels, where each one is going to get reviewed by a person, believe it or not. And we're going to be getting a big inventory of who we have, from the biggest players to the smallest players. And I'm building a couple teams where we're going to be reaching out to everybody within probably the next 3-4 months, wherein everybody will get a touch point, hopefully monthly. Please don't quote me on this yet. We're still working through this, but rest assured that if you're a partner of Freedom, that we will be certainly looking at building a much tighter relationship with you to have an better understanding of your needs and how we can help you further. Lots of stuff going on right now within the Freedom family, so stay with us, be patient, and I guarantee you when we come out of this time, it's going to be a completely different approach to how we interact with our partners.
And that's great. Lots of times we hear small YouTubers ask us this question: how does Freedom help me grow? Well, I guess, obviously I give them the very long answer. Freedom gives you the tips, the tools, the tricks that you will need to grow your channel. And then I go into more details. But all the time, I think I want everyone to know that you guys, you're here. You're not, you don't take weekends off, vacations to Bermuda. There's somebody here. Always. If their channel, if they can't pull it up, if something horrible happens, I've seen some things and I'm like, I better get support right away.
Yep.
And that's pretty much my thing. So aside from, all of this, if you had to give these young YouTubers, and I say young, if they're like under 50, they're younger than me. So if you had to give these young YouTubers some advice on how they should approach support. I know one question at a time is kind of hard, that first I want this question and now it answers now another question. But what would your best answer be to how they should arrange their support tickets so that they could get the best answer back?
Interesting question. Well, knowing my team, they're very competent support people. I guess my advice is we get to the point. Yeah. Let them know what the issue is. Add any screen prints. And one of the things that you'll all see if you submit a support ticket, we'll ask you for a screen print of your YouTube features page. Is your monetization enabled, etc. So if you can preempt that, we're working on creating a system where every time you open a ticket, now you'll see that this is a requirement. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, so we're working on that because we've moved to the new system. We're getting some development people to help us with that, but that's a work in progress. So have your information, get your screen print of your features page, give us your channel ID, and be direct with your question. And again, know that on the other end, they are human beings, and that they're doing their best to help you guys out. Their primary care is your support and making sure that you guys are successful. So, we get the tickets where everyone's kind of like, we're upset with you. I won't curse on the camera, but just know that does affect us and that they do take it very serious. And anytime we see that as the head of support, I have 2 team leaders as well. I have one that's located globally in Portugal. He's my manager of support. And I have one locally here, Glenn. He is my team leader for Manila. And they do take this very personally, and everything that comes through comes to me, everything is tracked. This is their key focus. So be patient, be direct, and we'll get to you. That's our primary focus for support.
And I think the greatest thing that you've said during all this is that when we finally get this system fixed and up and running, it's going to be better than the old one, and it'll work faster than the old one.
That's so much better.
All those people who are waiting to join Freedom, just hold on. We haven't forgotten you.
Nope.
We're not going to ignoring you. And in fact, Mike's a good guy. And I can tell you that if he said you're going to get taken care of, trust me, you will get taken care of.
Absolutely. Every invitation, anyone that's being missed during this, I have every one of my people tracking it through our new system, through a spreadsheet, depending on their access. Just be patient. We know it's kind of a frustrating period for you all, as well for us, right?
Yes.
So, it's hard. Everyone's tempted to go to other MCNs. At the end of this, I can't stress it enough that there's going to be a much different approach that you haven't seen yet as a Freedom family. And again, I'm personally undertaking this with myself as well as my manager and George, the Venus brothers. You probably haven't seen the one brother. So
I don't know if we'll ever see the
you
one.
probably won't see him,
Nope.
but his name is Mirko. He's the Chief Operations Officer. He's George's brother. And then, like I said, I'm running the head. I report to Mirko, and you got our word that this is our primary focus during this unfortunate situation. However, we're going to come out ahead, and you all are going to come out ahead. Just be patient with us. If you want to join the Freedom family right now, let us know. Stay with us. I don't know the exact time frame. We are working on it with YouTube right now. But when that does come out, I will have my invitation team even bigger and stronger. Like I said, I'm recruiting invitation team members. I'm recruiting support. I'm recruiting quality control. I'm recruiting account management. We're recruiting local sales. So that's 6 teams that will fall under me here, and I'm doing massive recruiting right now.
And that's great.
We've got 3 recruiters working on this, plus a talent agency. So rest assured, the team will be bigger and better. So if you're interested in moving to Manila and you have these talents, let me know.
In the comment section below this
yes.
video, then I will forward them all.
I think George does this.
Yes.
Or click that eye.
Click that
There's
eye.
no eye there. Click
Actually, I can put an eye there.
Oh.
I can do that. But I'm so really happy to hear all this. And
Yeah.
though waiting to be partnered is tough, everybody had to
Yes.
wait sometime. So it's tough to wait, but it's worth the wait.
Yeah.
And it's worth the wait because not only does the Freedom Community Team care about you, the Freedom Home Team here in Manila cares about you. And we don't want to lose anybody. And if you have a problem and you submit it to support, and they're going to get back to you. Be
Right.
direct, though. He's right. Be direct, like you would be with me. I mean, if you were sending me a message, well, don't cuss, but be direct about what the problem is, and then let me see how I can fix it. Because when they get your ticket, they need to know what the problem is so they can fix it. I guess this is the greatest news ever. Freedom is growing. It's going to keep growing. And the good news is that we are preparing now for the issues that will come in the future. So all of you, stick with us. And if you're already with us, don't go anywhere, because boy, do we have things to show you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Mike. It was great talking to you.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. This was, just so you all know, this is my first time being on camera. In fact, I was actually thinking of starting a show myself for Freedom Maine, kind of calling it kind of the state of freedom. I think that, again, with my position, bringing higher level stuff to the Freedom family, giving an insight into, policies, procedures that are going to be changing. I don't have a lot of experience in front of the camera, so if you want to give me some ideas of what you think kind of show you would like to see that someone in my position could do, leave comments.
Yep.
Leave them in the comments below, or tell Debbie, and I'm sure Debbie wouldn't have a problem telling me.
That's
But
absolutely
certainly,
right.
It's something that I'm looking forward to doing myself for Freedom. Yeah, so
let's-
give me some ideas.
All right, guys, this is your chance. It's your chance to weigh in on the future of freedom. And if you don't do it, if you ignore this offer, then don't come crying to me because you can't find the button you're looking for. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thanks for your family.